Welcome to a new unboxing video. I'm Fed again, and you guessed it, it's Metroid Samus Returns Legacy Edition in Heritage. So this here just came out today. This here's on 3DS. It has Amiibo support, of course, and this here's the special Legacy Edition of the game. So what do you get with it? Well, we're going to take a look at it. So first off, let's actually look at it here. So you're going to get the soundtrack on a disc, you're going to get the game, you're going to get an art book, you're going to get a game card, and you're gonna get the logo badge. You're gonna get a key ring, which is the morph ball, and you're gonna get a steel book, which looks like the original Samus Returns from back in the day. And that's it. This here is priced, I can't remember, a couple dollars above, not that much, but pretty much in general. So we have this here is probably not the keychain, but the emblem. And let's see here. We have the art book right here, which we're going to take a little bit. We have the steel book right here. We have the soundtrack and the game. And we have the keychain right here. And that's it. So remove that and let's take a look at this. So this here is the emblem. And I'm not afraid to open anything because I actually got a second copy of this here. So I have a sealed box also, which I'm probably going to do for most things right now, collector's editions. Someplace to have a pristine copy for collecting. And let's open it up. So this here, we have the screw attack logo here. This here is a pin, pretty much. It is metal, okay quality. It's probably not real gold, it's probably steel with a goldish plaque on it, or color on it. It is pretty, the spring is pretty good. It's actually pretty okay. I do like the box here, so let's put that back. I'll take that away. The next thing we're going to take a look at is, of course, the keychain, which some of you might like. I'm a huge Metroid fan. So here we have it. This here is plastic, solid plastic. The coloring is okay. I do think they may have been a little bit overboard with the greenish neon tint. It seems to be colored in pretty good detail. The keychain itself, okay. It can fit for my thumb, so it can hold a couple of keys. This here is a flat surface one. It's not the round one. You know, you can get the rounds and the flats, so that was pretty easy to open, pretty sturdy. So a decent keychain if you want to use it. And I actually am thinking of maybe changing mine out, but we'll see. Let's go to the next thing. This here is, of course, the classic Game Boy edition. So this here is the code for the original game. I think. Get a redeem and download your code. And this here is, of course, in Spanish. So yeah, be aware of that. So the code is right here, and we will have. Ooh, we actually have a folder here. So let's open that up. Let's see here. Come on. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. And there you have the side right here. Let's actually zoom a little bit. And let me see if I can get it in focus. I think I almost can. Let me check. Better. Let's zoom in full detail and actually check it out. Get that. A little bit more light here. Okay. Okay. So here we have This here's the classic. Here we have some information here. All this here. Nice detail and all that. And then of course you have a nice detailed, really awesome posterish here. So if you do not want to use this here, you can actually hold it up, flag it up, and put it in a frame or something. So let's zoom out. Just adjust this. So yeah, really cool. Like this here a lot. Soundtrack. Ooh, like the design. Samus Archives. So this here is just a flat one. This here is probably because I love the plastic ones a little bit better. The normal compact disc shrouds from the old days, but this here is of course to save space. So yeah, there are in total 25 songs. We of course are going to take a look at the disc also to make sure that it also looks really nice. Just going to use my utility knife right here to get the plastic off. And that away. So let's open it up. So this here is actually the pixelated version, and actually pretty much if you scale up the original one from the Game Boy, you need to remember this here was on the Game Boy originally when it came out. And also, if you want to check out the playthrough, check out my video. I have done a nice playthrough for the original game. This here is of course the disc itself. So it is also probably well, it's actually pretty easy to get through. And we have the Screw Attack logo from there. So before we actually take a look at the disc, I would actually like just to show you the full entourage of the cover. And inside again, there is no pocket here, so yeah. Let's take a look at the disc. And that is of course pretty much the same as the outside here. For use of CD players, so this here is not MP3, it's of course a real compact disc. Awesome. Let's take a look at this. Here is the cartridge of the Game Boy. And this here is actually embossed into the cartridge. This here is stickered on. And this here is how the game originally looks. We have a classic cart behind it. Then we have, do I open it this way? Yep. There we go. And then you can put in your case here and your manual right here. So if you want to use this steelbook to have instead, really beautiful, really beautiful. Metal. Nice. So let's take a look at the artwork. And we have the art book here. It's pretty stiff, so be careful if you open it. Sometimes if you open it up, especially with this here really thin back, you will actually break the glue off, and you will pretty much, the page will loosen up. So sometimes it's a good idea to stiffen up and make sure you actually just I know this here it's brutal, but you need to remember you will either lose the pages or ruin the book this way. So just be aware of that when you do stuff like that. So we start off with a page. It's pretty much the whole process through Samus Aran, how the mothball works, what they do with it. This here is the spider ball we're talking about. This is the original one. We have her normal suit. We have, I think this here is the inside of the cockpit pretty much. I think it's a save station, maybe I can remember. We have her ship. We have, of course, the art of, and this here is the scale. That's actually pretty interesting. So yeah, we have some lovely pictures here. Map and all that. It looks beautiful. Oh, and the Metroids. Really cool. The alpha, the beta, Now that's alpha, beta, omega, zeta, I think, if I remember correctly. And these are all the stages through here. And here we have the space pirates trying to attack Metroid. We have the two. The original one, and this here is the official one. You see, it's a lot bulkier. It's been slimmed down a lot. Like her shoulder pad's a lot bigger than over here, and her head is smaller. Oh, they actually do it so you actually. Oh, so this here is cool. The art book on this side here is from the new. If you flip it over, this here's art book of Metroid 2, the original one. So let's look at it from this way here. And again, we're gonna make sure we do not ruin the back here. Yeah. Yeah, these here are the original ones. Holy crap. You can just see like how old some of them they are, and they scanned them and maybe lost a little bit of color maybe. Or maybe that's how they drew them. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, they changed how they look. All the enemies there are there. Enemy types. The original one. And those are a pain in the ass. And there we have it. Beautiful. So that's the artwork. Really, really cool. Let's get to the last part, which is the interesting part, or probably the one we paid most for, is of course the game itself. So this here is of course and this here is pretty much the case you get if you just buy the normal game without the collector's edition. You can see here, pretty standard. Let's zoom in a little bit so you can see a little bit better. As you can see, not a big deal. And we open it up. We have, of course, the game itself for the 3DS. We have manuals up the wazoo. And a lot more safety hazards and whatever. Let's look at that first. eShop free demos. Ooh, free demos. Like demos should cost money. So this here is, of course, to say that it works on the 2DS, the 3DS, and the 3DS XL. And how you probably, and all the other great games that are coming out or are already out, which we sadly do not care about because it's all about the Switch. And this here should, in my opinion, have been on the Switch. We have a user's manual here in 2,000 different languages. We have a poster, I think, or a view. Hundreds of games to download, yay! Easy, fun, my Nintendo, so that's pretty much the reward system. And again, there is a reward system, so there's plenty of great games on the store there. So yeah, move that away. And the last part is, of course, also more manuals, important information. Yep. We don't care. I at least don't. So, let's take this sucker out. So, if we zoom really, really far in and adjust the lights a little bit, you should be able to see a little bit there. Okay. So, this here is a Metroid instead, and just so you know, if there are probably going to be fakers out there. Let me try and actually get the zoom to work. Sorry about that. There we go. So there are going to be people out there that might be selling dupe copies. I know the DS in general has been getting more and more, but you have the original label here, and you have the number right here. And here's the back. You can see the number right here. So that's how it should look for the European version. I cannot say how if it's changed, and it probably has because it says Euro here. It's probably going to say US over here in the US, but yeah, this here is the European version, and you can see here. Because we know in a couple of years when games are starting to, when this here is a legacy system, and this here is starting to become a legacy system, and there's a new 3DS, or if the Switch has taken over totally, it will pretty much, they will start to dupe or get secondhand. And some people, I have nothing against, against repos, but I do have something against that people don't post that it's a repo, or if it's a hacked system or whatnot. But yeah, Samus Returns, and that's that. So what I'm gonna do now is pretty much start playing the game and enjoying it. And I hope you enjoyed this video here. If you liked it, you know what to do. There's a great like button down there in the corner, and also if you didn't like it, there's a button beside it where you can show your appreciation for that if you want to. You can of course leave a comment in the description, and you can find me on Twitter at Fettouhi. That is also in the description. All the social media stuff. I have Flickr and I have Instagram. And there is also, as I said before, many videos. I've done a playthrough of the original one, and I have the original one on cart in box, complete with box, as they say. So you can check that video out also. And again, remember, if you want to see more of this here and keep up to date, hit that subscribe button. So until next time, thank you for watching. Bye.